Welcome back, Romantic Home family. I am Olivia with Olivia's Romantic Home, and in today's video, I am over the moon, excited to share with you guys some DIY elegant Christmas decor crafts. Now, this is episode 10 in my huge I Love Christmas series. I love to share with you all how you can make your homes boutique gorgeous on a budget. You do not have to break the bank to have a fabulous, amazing home. Now, listen, don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel. It's totally free. It helps me out so much. I am a one-woman show and a full-time content creator. And also pop over to my Olivia's Romantic Home DIY Facebook page, as well as Instagram and TikTok, where I share daily crafting inspiration with you guys. Now listen, I'm also doing two $25 Hobby Lobby gift card giveaways, so check the description box below. I'll be announcing those this weekend. I can't wait to spoil you guys. Without further ado, let's go ahead and plug in those glue guns, get out your glitter and paint, and let's get to crafting. Let me share with you guys how to create a beautiful, elegant DIY Christmas garland. So I'm actually starting out with two garlands, and what I want to do is layer these garlands together. So this garland from Hobby Lobby is absolutely gorgeous as is. Just give it a good fluffing. You can add some bows and ornaments and picks, and you're good to go. But if you want to take it to the next level, this is my hack. Take two garlands, one without any ornaments and anything added to it, and then layer it with another garland that has the ornaments, and layer the more natural one underneath. And then you're going to take some zip ties, and you really want to zip tie the base of both garlands really close together, and you're going to really work with those garlands to make them kind of mesh together. So you want to bring some of the natural greenery up, and it's really going to give you this opulent high-end garland. When these are really from Hobby Lobby, check for 40 to 50% off right now on their Christmas. I'm going to let you guys watch me work and just continue to zip tie and zhuzh this garland. Here is what it is looking like so far. Another little tip I have for you guys is let that natural garland hang just a little bit over the one with all the ornaments and goodies. And again, both of these garlands came from Hobby Lobby, and I had already cut the more natural one apart. I actually have these left over from last season, so whatever we do to one side, we want to do to the other. Now, the more natural one had already been cut into pieces, and I used for other things, so I just have these two long pieces to use on this, and I'm going to show you guys a remedy for this. Another thing I want to encourage you guys to do is to go into your Hobby Lobby and go into your regular floral section. You're going to find greeneries pieces that you guys can use underneath your Christmas garlands in the same fashion without even having to use another holiday garland, because this holiday garland was really thick. It's gorgeous, but you're really going to want to have somewhere that you want to put it, like on a mantle or over a door or whatnot, but you're going to really want to have it somewhere that it's maybe even like over an entryway table, because it became pretty heavy adding both of these garlands together. So that's just a little side note tip from me to you. And again, same process here, where we're just going to layer it together and then use those zip ties to really pull it and cinch it tight. You don't want a whole lot of separation. You really want this to look like you've been out frolicking in the woodland and you have picked some beautiful evergreen garlands, and then you have these beautiful ornaments and pine cones added to this. And you guys can really get creative with this as you guys add in more ornaments and more florals. I'm going to keep this rather simple, but look at how beautiful it looks, and look how much more natural it looks having that greenery layered underneath. Now here is another hack for you guys. This is greenery from the regular floral section from Hobby Lobby. It comes in these long strands, and the funny thing is I've been using these since the summer, but I saw another content creator use these on their holiday garlands and recommend it. I was like, oh my gosh, I've been doing that all season. So this works. So you're going to find these in just the regular greenery floral garland section at Hobby Lobby. So go into the area where they just have all the individual picks, where it's just regular greenery, kind of like where you would find your summer greenery. And this, is going to make it look like it's more kind of like fresh pine or fresh, evergreen or fresh something. Not for sure. But what I'm going to do is zip tie this more towards the center now, because I want to add some beautiful high-end poinsettias in the center. So again, we're taking this greenery and just kind of zhuzhing it and mixing it in with the rest of the greenery. Now, once I have both sides finished and I've added in that faux greenery, we're going to add in some beautiful poinsettia picks. These are big, giant poinsettia picks. You might hear my little puppy dog, Benji Bear, in the background. He is ready to play with mom. But these are big, beautiful poinsettia picks, and they are from David Christopher's. Now, just these two poinsettia picks, in my opinion, really elevated the look of this garland, and I simply used it in the center. So they're red velvet leaves, they have gold sparkly centers, and they have these big, beautiful magnolia branches. Their items are so beautiful and so high-end and really worth the investment for the quality. You guys can use Olivia 10, code 10% for 10% off, and I'll leave David Christopher's website in the description box. They're wonderful small business, lovely little Christian couple, and they do amazing work, and they have amazing holiday decor. Now I'm adding in some more of those little greenery pieces into the center here, just to kind of make it all cohesive. And then you guys, again, can get really creative with adding in more ornaments or pine cones, more natural elements, more poinsettias, or you can leave it as is. I'm really kind of loving this more natural look. I think it looks really high end and like something you would see in a fancy hotel. Now here's another hack I have for you all, is to take a piece of floral wire and run several ornaments through that floral wire and create just like a little bundle, and you can add that into your garland without having to hot glue and pick in a bunch of different ornaments. And this is going to be no fuss, no muss. Now you might have to kind of move it around, and you don't want to pull it super tight, so you just simply take the wire and wrap it around the back part of the garland. And then I just even took some evergreen branches and crossed those over to kind of fill in like any spaces where you might see the bundle. But this is an amazing hack. You guys can also use this hack in your Christmas tree and whatnot. I'm not going to go too crazy with more ornaments right now. I'm going to now go ahead and put this on my faux mantle that I have out in my little Christmas crafting studio. I haven't completely decided on the colors that I am going to use. I'm having a little bit of fun showing this off, you guys. I was so excited for how this came out. I think it came out really, really gorgeous. So what I want to do is just kind of loop it over this Christmas mantle. Now this mantle isn't a real mantle, and it's kind of just a really short shelf, so I had to do some finagling. And to be honest with you guys, that little pink decor piece fell towards me while I was doing this. I did edit that out, although it would be kind of a funny blooper to see. It wasn't so funny at the time when it happened, though. It really scared me. But anyway, once I have my garland up, then I'm going to really zhuzh it. And here is the wreath that I have created. Now I created this in another video a couple videos back. Go check that out. But it's just a beautiful, really kind of more natural wreath on a grapevine wreath base with a big, beautiful bow, ornaments, and then some poinsettia picks. And it's going to really match in with this garland. And I didn't even really mean to make it match in, but it's just kind of all flowing together. So this may be a sneak preview of what I'm going to do in my living room for my home. What do you all think about this? Do you all like this kind of more natural element look? I do like to add a lot of bows, so I will go in. And I'm also really loving the mixture of a burgundy and red mixed together. I think it looks really classy, really high elegant, and really high end. Now let's check out some more fun, easy, and budget-friendly DIY elegant Christmas decor. I'm taking these two Dollar Tree candy bowls and spraying them with Rust-Oleum 2X metallic gold spray paint, and then I'm going to take some styrofoam and hot glue that to the base. The next thing I'm going to do is just take some of this Christmas tree flocked garland, and I cut it apart, and then I'm going to hot glue it and then poke it into the styrofoam, and that's going to give me a base to build my floral arrangement. The next thing I did was take apart a spring wreath with these beautiful green and white berries. A little bit unusual for the holidays, but because I'm using a lot of red and gold, I thought that the pop of green and white would be kind of a nice mixer. So I'm just adding in some of the green and white berries. Dollar Tree also carries very similar green and white berries, and you can pick them apart and then just pick them in. I added a pretty green leaf to the front, which is something to think about when you're making holiday decor, to add in some more natural looking green leaves. That's something that my sweet friends Jake and Caleb taught me, is to just kind of really mix and match in with your florals. So I'm also adding in this larger green leaf to the back. I added in some more white berries, and I'm really building a really strong base before I add my pretty flowers. So from Amazon, they have these foam roses, and they are beautiful, and in my opinion, so realistic without the cost and the mess. I think maybe a whole pack of 40 was like $15-20, but super inexpensive. I have some in my Olivias Romantic Home Amazon store, you guys can go check out. But they come on little wire stems, and you can easily poke them into styrofoam. So I'm clustering them where are in and around the greenery, and they also come with little leaves, and I'm going to add those in last. So here's how it's looking. I have about 8 to 10 roses. Then I took the greenery and I just tied the greenery onto this stem that I had cut off the roses. So the roses come on a stem and they're kind of long, so I had to cut them down. I continued to add a little bit more roses to fill in the blank spots, and I'm going to be using this on my table decoration. I'm having my girlfriends over this weekend and we are going to be doing a Friendsgiving, so I'm super excited for that. And I'm going to be hosting a little fun Friendsgiving online for you guys too. That's going to be super fun. My son's girlfriend, Skylar, is going to be coming down for that. I'm going to be sharing some fun little holiday hot cocoa drinks and some different cute little fashion ideas. So here is how it turned out. I think it's so gorgeous. It's really elegant and it's very low profile. That way you can have guests and be able to talk over it. So you need some greenery, a Dollar Tree candy bowl, some spray paint, and some pretty roses. For this Christmas decorated idea, we're going to take these candlesticks that I found at the thrift store and these little Dollar Tree wooden rounds, and we're going to create a blooming candle floral. So I'm just going to hot glue them to the top of the candlesticks, and I actually did this for fall, and then I'm going to use a piece of styrofoam on top of that. Jake and I created some beautiful blooming pumpkin candles. This time I'm going to create a beautiful Christmas floral. I'm taking this little round candle ring from Hobby Lobby. I added that to the top, and then I'm going to add in some greenery. I'm going to make a really large one. I want it to be really beautiful and blooming, almost like a floral arrangement on its own. And I'm just taking this Christmas tree garland that I cut into pieces. It's kind of seen better days, but we're going to add in some more pretty berries to make it look really nice and fluffy. And always take all of your Christmas tree garlands and really fluff them out, especially if they've been mashed in boxes or closets or whatnot. The next thing I'm going to do is add in these pretty green berries. I actually just cut these off of a wreath that I had bought during the summertime, and then I added in these pretty little red roses. I found these red roses in a giant pack of 40. I think they were like $20 for 40 on Amazon. Now they are foam roses, but they look really pretty and realistic, and for what I'm using them for, I think it's perfect. I added in some little white roses that I had in my craft stash, and then I'm just adding in some more little leaves. You guys can really get creative with this. Now think about whatever decorating style you're using, use those colors. The next thing I'm going to do is take this white, and it has a little bit of a black leaf on the edge, and I'm just going to make a quick little loopy bow. So you just take the ribbon, loop it over on itself 4 times, and then tie it off in the center with the zip tie. That's going to create a really pretty kind of little fluffy bow. And you're going to want to play around with this. After I got done making this, I did have to kind of play around with the loops just a little bit. And then I just popped it in with a zip tie, super easy peasy. And then you guys can also just take a little floral stem and then secure it with a floral stem. So the floral stem is just a piece of one of the red roses that I had cut off. The red roses come on longer stems, which are great because then you can kind of customize it to whatever size that you need. I'm going to take and make another quick little loopy bow for the other side of my blooming candle floral, and bam, we have a very lovely little Christmas decor piece. It's going to be also something that you guys can use in place of doing like a really large bouquet on your dining room table. That way your guests can kind of see around each other, and it's very unique. And just look for some pretty candlesticks at the thrift store. You guys can paint those, you can make them however you please. I am adding in some red matte ornaments and then these little shiny black ornaments that I found at the thrift store to kind of go in with that. I did add some black decor pillows that are velvet. I found them at the at-home store, and they're so pretty and give my space a little bit of a luxe look, I feel, because I do have a lot of white and gray already, and I feel like these pops of red and black and gold are just going to be really pretty for Christmas. I'm going to do a very traditional tree this year. I'm so excited to share my tree with you. David Christopher's sent me a box of goodies to use on my tray, so I'm over the moon excited. It's like I'm having my own personal Christmas. So fun and fabulous on a budget. For this next DIY, I'm going to share with you guys how to make a beautiful floral lantern topper using goodies you might already have in your craft stash. So I dug out these beautiful white and green berries. They have these at Dollar Tree, but I cut them off of a spring wreath that I had used and had seen better days, but I salvaged those berries. The next thing I'm going to do is make a quick little loopy bow. You just take and measure your ribbon from your hand or from your wrist to your elbow, and then you loop the ribbon over on itself 4 to 6 times, depending upon how big you want your bow and how big you want the loops to be. For this one, I looped it over on itself 6 times. That's going to give me a nice big fluffy bow. I'm using wired velvet ribbon from Walmart. My Texas home has some beautiful ribbon out. You guys need to check it out. The next thing I'm going to do is take a zip tie and zip tie my bow to the top of my lantern. That's going to keep it on there nice and tight to where if it gets moved around or set outside, it's not going to blow off in the blustery wind. I'm then going to pre-fluff my ribbon loops. You're probably going to go back in and fluffy up your ribbon loops a couple of times if you guys are like me and you love big bows and you cannot lie. So here's how everything is looking so far. You guys might be noticing that I'm looking into the camera and kind of squinting a little bit. It seems as if I am now needing reading glasses. So I don't need glasses just regular day to day, but when I'm looking up close to something, I really can't see that well. So bear with me. You guys are following a crafter that can't quite see what she's doing. So you guys can be my eyes. The next thing I'm going to do is take and cut a piece of ribbon. I did dovetail those ends, and this is going to be my tail. Then I'm going to add in this pretty little white rose and some more beautiful little white berries. And again, Dollar Tree has these white and green berries. And then I am going to add in these pretty foam red roses. I ordered a giant pack of them off of Amazon. If you just look for foam roses, these are so nice, and they're $15-20 for a giant pack of them. They're not real and they're just foam, but I think they look really pretty. Just me personally, I think they add a lot of pizzazz, and a friend of mine even asked if they were real, so that's kind of a good thing. I'm going to take and curly up my little ribbon tails with my hands here, and then add in some pretty little flickering flameless candles. I have these in my Amazon store as well as the foam roses, and I have a link for my Amazon store in the description box below if you guys want to go check that out. But here is how it is looking so far. I think it looks so fun. It's very easy to do something like this. I did add in a little bit of an evergreen branch to the top of that too, and that gave me something to build my floral base off of. If I didn't mention that, I wanted to mention that. So here's how everything looks. Of course, I'm not going to cluster them all together on this little coffee table. And this coffee table I got free at the thrift store today. They have a back dock where they just set stuff out there for free. It is a bit of a loud, bold gold. I think somebody did some gold leafing on it, but it's a very sturdy base. And maybe for the holidays, it's okay. I don't know. Let me know what you guys think. It's either really cool and kind of vintagey looking, or it's really gold and a bad craft project. So it could go both ways, which I'm kind of a fan of. That's kind of how my crafts go. It could either be really cool or a craft project gone wrong. Here's my little puppy dog, Benji Bear. He is my assistant and my best bud in my studio during the day while I'm working. He got a new holiday toy. He got a little gingerbread squeaky toy. Terriers love squeaky toys. They're little rat dogs because they were actually used for digging rats out of foxholes. Anyway, in the toys, it came with Santa's milk and the little gingerbread one. So he keeps pulling that out for me to play with because I gave it to him yesterday. He's ready for his walk and feeling a bit anxious. So he's outside right now, but he wants to say hi to you guys and Roof. And hi to all the kitty cat and puppy dog fans out there. And we love you guys so much. I'm so excited to share with you guys my Christmas home and how I'm decorating my home and so many more DIYs. Thank you guys for being here. And don't forget to subscribe, like, and comment. I love y'all. So thank you all so much for joining me on another fun and fabulous crafting and decorating adventure. It's such a true blessing and true honor to have each and every one of you all here. Every one of you guys that clicks on my videos, that likes, that comments. It is so felt, and you all are so loved. Thank you for being here. This community is amazing. You guys truly rock. Now listen, I'm giving away two 2 $25 Hobby Lobby gift cards. So drop those comments down below. I'll leave a little secret question throughout this video for you guys to answer. Also pop over to my Olivia's Romantic Home Facebook DIY page where I share daily crafting inspiration. You guys want to like and follow and share and all that kind of fun stuff. And thank you all so much for the congratulations. I was featured in the Drew Barrymore October 16th episode of 2024. It was a little snippet at the end, my DIY fall plunger tree. Who knew my fall plunger was gonna go nationwide? Kind of silly, but still super fun. Now listen, I have been sharing a devotional with you guys, and this is He Whispers Your Name. In fact, it just dawned on me, I should probably give away some of these devotionals. I believe that this came off of Amazon, and thank you to some of my dear friends, Stacy, for sending me this one, and then I had a friend, Cheryl, send me another one. So we're gonna be really, really ready for the season with so much grace, love, peace, and joy in our hearts, which I need that every single day. I need God's grace so bad, you guys. I don't know if you guys are like me, but you know, you struggle with saying the wrong thing or doing the wrong thing, or you know, you just want to grow in your faith and be better. So this really helps me stay on track, and so thank you guys. We're gonna go ahead and read the next one. The last one was trust me in everything. So this one says, let go of your burdens. Let's all let go of our burdens. Just let them go. Easier said than done, right guys? Okay, this says you are holding on to what you need to let go of. You're holding tight with your grasp what should only be gripped in mine, and that means God. All of your worries, every burden that weighs you down aren't meant to be carried by you. I allow them to drive you into dependence upon me. There is purpose in all I do and all I allow. There is no need to worry about tomorrow and what it holds. Just know that I hold every tomorrow and live in today. Rest assured, I'm able to deal with what you cannot, but I can't take control of what you refuse to let go of. I will not force my love or my hand on you. I need you to choose surrender, to give me the burdens you carry so that I can deal with them in my perfect way. As long as you remain in control, I can't be. I need you to give me your joys and sorrows and everything in between. Come to my throne of grace and surrender, and you'll find abundant peace to help you to just let go. There's nothing to fear, and there's nothing I can't do, and I will always take care of you. Thank you, God. This says, give your burdens to the Lord, and he will take care of you. And that's going to be Psalm 55:22, if you guys want to look that up. Okay, let's all let go of our burdens. Something that helps me let go of my burdens is taking a walk in nature and praying and talking to God. Also opening up my Bible and just getting into that scripture. Doing my little daily prayer cards that I find at Dollar Tree in the morning when I'm making my tea or coffee. And, you know, listening to some praise and worship music also helps out so much. So what are some things that help you guys let go of your burdens? Because we can only carry so much. I don't know about you guys, but my shoulders are not that big, and God's really are. So let's take all of our burdens. Let's just do this. Put them to God, pray, and just see what God has in store for us. I hope that this devotional has blessed you guys. I hope this crafting adventure has blessed you guys. Go back and check out the rest of this series. We've done 10 episodes so far. I'm so excited to get my Christmas tree up and really begin to work on my home. So thank you guys so much for being here. I'm gonna hug every single one of your hearts so tight. I love you all so much. And if you guys need that encouragement, I'm gonna tell you guys right now, it's gonna get better, and keep putting one foot in front of the other. I don't know what you're going through, but I know we're all going through something, and some days are better than others. Some days that rain is pouring, and some days the sun is out, but every day is a new day. And when we open our eyes, God has given us a new gift, and we are to go out and share that gift. So if you have the chance to smile at your neighbor, smile at a stranger, you know, give somebody a kind word, ask them how their day is. It's something my daughter does, like every single time we go somewhere. She'll ask, you know, somebody that's checking us out with groceries, hey, how's your day? And I can tell it sparks a light in a lot of people's eyes, just that she's taken time to ask about how they're doing. Because I don't know, in our hustle and bustle, and we're all on our phones, Do we truly ask each other, hey, are you doing okay? How's your day going? And then, you might make a friend that way. Send somebody that needs an uplifting word, send them a kind text, send them a little scripture, send them a good morning, happy Thursday, or whatever day it is. So that's just my little tip from me to you. I'm going to wish you guys a gorgeous, blessed weekend. Until our next video, be kind to yourselves and be kind to one another. And we'll talk to you guys very soon. Bye.